Dusk was settling over the truck stop when a barefoot little girl suddenly sprinted across the lot like her life was on fire. One look at her, tangled hair, torn backpack, eyes wide with panic, and every driver felt something was wrong. She didn't head for the store. She ran straight for the truckers. Red saw her first. 60 years old, beard like rusted steel, polishing a mirror he didn't even need. The girl crashed into him so hard he had to steady her. "Mister, please," she gasped. "My uncle, he's coming. He's gonna hurt my mom. He said he'd come for me first." That froze Red harder than any winter he'd driven through. Crow, Diesel, and Mama June turned toward the sound, all three picking up on the same gut-level alarm. Something bad was right behind this kid. Red knelt. "What's your name, sweetheart?" "Lila." "Are you hurt?" She pulled up her sleeve. Bruises. New ones on top of old ones. The kind that tell stories people hide. Mama June muttered a curse under her breath. Diesel shut his logbook like the night had just taken a turn. Crow's jaw locked tight enough to crack teeth. "He threw bottles at Mommy," Lila whispered. "I broke them. Now he's gonna kill us. Please, don't let him take me back." Red, once. Slow, heavy, like it carried the weight of a mistake he couldn't afford to repeat. "You did the right thing running," he said, "and you found the right people." He stood up, turned to the truckers. His voice turned to steel. "Drivers, we got a situation." Right on cue, a drunken shout ripped across the lot. A man's voice, angry, hunting. Lila jolted like she'd been shocked. Red didn't move. He set one steady hand on her head. "Nobody's touching this kid," he said. "Not tonight. Not ever again." And without a single word, every trucker within earshot stood up, like an army answering a silent call written deep in their bones. The man's voice ripped through the diesel-soaked air again, louder, meaner. Lila shrank behind Red's leg like she wished denim could swallow her whole. Red didn't even turn around. Crow did. Crow, shaved head, map tattoos, the kind of guy strangers avoided, locked eyes with Lila, and something in him shifted. "Red," he murmured. "That the uncle?" "Yep." "Drunk?" "Always." Crow cracked his knuckles, slow enough to make the uncle's voice sound far away. "I'll handle—" Red raised a hand. One gesture. Full stop. Mama June stepped up beside them, wide enough to block half a semi. "Lila, baby, your mom still in that trailer?" Lila nodded hard. "He locked her in. She was screaming when I ran." That hit Diesel like a punch to the heart. No yelling, no storm, just that dangerous quiet he got before things broke. He ripped the sleeves from his hoodie like the night needed him sharper. Red finally turned toward the shouting down the road. Something in his face locked into place, like a man who'd decided now was the time. "Crow," he said. "Call it in. Deputy Collins." Crow blinked. "Our Collins? Only one who won't grill the kid instead of the monster." Diesel stepped closer. "You thinking what I'm thinking?" "Yep." "That he'll swing first?" Red nodded. "Count on it." Diesel's smile had no joy. "Perfect." Lila buried her face in Red's jacket as the uncle stumbled into view, bat in hand, rage dripping off him like sweat. Mama June whispered, "World's got laws, just not enough." Red rested a hand on Lila's shoulder. "See all those trucks lined up?" She peeked. "Yeah?" "You know what they are?" She shook her head. "Armor," Red said. "Rolling armor. And every driver out there is standing for you." Lila swallowed, voice tiny. "Why?" Red didn't blink. "Because the world needs people who don't run." Then the uncle screamed her name, raw, violent, a sound that cracked across the pavement. Crow stepped forward, Diesel beside him, Mama June right behind. No threats, no shouting, just a wall forming, hard and human and unbreakable. Red took center, shoulders rising like purpose itself was lifting him. "Drivers," he said, "line up." Doors slammed open, boots hit pavement. One by one, truckers emerged, grizzled, exhausted, seasoned by highway miles, and they formed behind Red like a small army built from diesel and backbone. Lila stared at them through watery eyes. Are they here for me? Red nodded once. You ain't alone anymore. The uncle saw the wall and tightened his grip on the bat. Red's voice dropped to a gravelly warning. If he comes here, we don't touch him unless we must. He looked at Lila. But he ain't taking you back into hell. The uncle took his first step. The truckers took theirs. The road didn't run that night, and neither did the people who protect it. The uncle staggered toward them, breath thick with rage and cheap whiskey. He raised the bat like he planned to cut a hole through the whole world, until he saw the line of truckers. 40 feet of denim, muscle, leather, and not one of them moved. He hesitated, just long enough for Red to take a step forward. That's far enough, Red said, hands open, voice steady. The uncle sneered. Move, old man. That girl's mine. Lila flinched behind Mama June. Diesel's jaw tightened. Crow's fingers twitched, ready. Red didn't even blink. She ain't property, he said. Not yours, not anybody's. The uncle roared, swung the bat back, but never got the swing off. Crow was suddenly there, chest against the bat, stopping it like a brick wall made of intention. You don't want this, Crow said quietly. Touch me and I'm calling the cops, the uncle spat. Diesel chuckled once. We already did. Funny thing is, they're not coming for us. The uncle tried circling, searching for a gap in the wall of truckers. There wasn't one. These were people who'd stared down jackknifed trailers and midnight breakdowns on empty highways. A drunk with a bat didn't scare them. Red stepped closer, controlling the moment with nothing but calm. Where's Lila's mom? The uncle blinked. Home, screaming like a crazy woman. Asked for it. Diesel froze. That kind of freeze that meant something very bad was about to happen. Men hurt women, he said, but cowards blame 'em. The uncle raised the bat again, and Diesel's hand locked around it like steel. No yank, no strike, just possession. The uncle pulled. Nothing. Last chance, Diesel said. Drop the stick. Let go! The uncle shrieked. Diesel didn't even shift his stance. Drop it. Instead, the uncle swung his fist. Red caught it midair, just caught it. Held it there like time obeyed him and not the other way around. You're done, Red said. Headlights exploded across the lot, blue and white strobes. A cruiser slid to a stop, gravel jumping under its tires. Deputy Collins stepped out, froze when he saw the bruises on Lila's arm, the bat, the posture of the men protecting her. Hands where I can see them, he barked at the uncle. They're threatening me, the uncle cried. No, Collins said, stepping closer. They're the reason you're still breathing. Diesel released the bat. It hit the ground like a confession. Collins cuffed the uncle against the hood, reading charges like a judge stacking bricks. Lila watched, wide-eyed, unsure if it was real. Red knelt in front of her. He can't hurt you anymore, darling. But, Mom? She asked. Red stood, eyes sharp. We're not done. Just to sink the end of this. Crow fired up his rig. Mama June lifted Lila into her arms. Diesel tightened his gloves like the road itself had given him orders. No cheering, no relief, just purpose. The uncle was handled. Now came the harder part, saving the woman still trapped in the dark. They rolled out like a convoy with a mission. 3 semis and 2 pickups creeping behind Deputy Collins' cruiser. Lila sat in Mama June's lap, trembling at first, but every mile they put between her and the man in handcuffs steadied her a little more. When they reached the trailer, even the porch light flickered like it didn't want to be part of this place. Collins went in first, hand hovering near his holster. Red followed right behind him. Diesel and Crow posted up outside, unmoving, while Mama June wrapped Lila in a blanket big enough to swallow her whole. Inside, the air was thick, beer, fear, and years of quiet misery soaked into the walls. They found Lila's mother on the kitchen floor, hugging herself like she was trying to keep her soul from falling apart. The second she saw Lila, she collapsed into sobs so sharp they sounded like breaking glass. Lila threw her arms around her, clinging like she was trying to pull her mother back to life. "He said he'd kill us," the woman whispered. I couldn't stop him this time." Red nodded, steady as a lighthouse. "Ma'am, you fought. That counts." She looked up at him, eyes hollow, searching. "Why are you helping us?" Red hesitated, just long enough to feel the weight of what he carried. "There was a little boy," he said, 20 years ago. He asked me for help, and I didn't get there in time." His voice cracked. "I swore if life ever gave me another chance, I wouldn't fail it." Silence fell so heavy it felt like the room itself was listening. Lila's mother whispered, "Thank you." Red shook his head. "Thank her. She ran. She found us." Collins cleared his throat. "You two need a safe place tonight. Paperwork's gonna be a nightmare, but I'll handle it. Truckers'll escort you." He glanced at Red. "Off the record, this town could use folks like you." Red shrugged. "We're just drivers." Collins smirked. "Funny. Tonight you looked a whole lot like angels." They got Lila and her mom into a motel 2 towns over, door facing the trucks. The rigs parked like shields, chrome catching every passing headlight. Diesel sat outside all night in a lawn chair, arms crossed. Mama June made sure Lila ate. Crow checked every lock, then checked again. At dawn, Lila stood in the doorway, wrapped in the same blanket, watching sunlight crawl over Red's truck. He walked to her, hat low, voice soft from a long night. "Red," she whispered, "are you leaving?" "Not till you're safe," he said. "But after that?" He knelt so she could see the truth in his eyes. "I'll be down the road. Long as there's a road, you got people out here who don't run." Lila breathed slowly, like she was saving the moment for the rest of her life. "I won't forget." "Good," Red said, "because someday, someone smaller than you might need help too." He tapped her shoulder. "And when that day comes, you stand your ground." Years went by. Lila grew taller, braver, unbreakable. Her mother rebuilt her life piece by piece. And every year, same week, same day, those trucks rolled back into town. Red first, the others behind him. Just checking in, just proving they remembered. By graduation, Lila stitched a quote inside her gown, the one Red gave her the night she escaped. "Roads don't run away, neither do good men." That was the legacy the truckers left behind. Not the showdown, not the arrest, but the truth. Strength protects, cowardice harms, and sometimes the roughest hands carry the gentlest mercy.